In a world of labels and expectations, who are we really? Are we defined by society's perception or by our own truth? Picture two contrasting scenarios, almost as if they're playing out on a split screen. On one side, you see a person expressing themselves with unapologetic confidence. They're pursuing their passions with gusto, embracing their individuality and living their truth. On the other side, that same person is being subjected to society's scrutiny. They're being labeled, boxed into stereotypes, and judged based on preconceived notions. They're struggling to break free from the shackles of societal expectations, their spirit yearning to be released from the confines of other people's perceptions. This dichotomy is a reality many of us face. We often find ourselves caught up in a tug of war between our authentic selves and the image society expects us to portray. We grapple with the weight of labels, stereotypes, and expectations that seek to dictate our identities and actions. From the moment we're born, we're assigned labels that are based on our race, ethnicity, gender, and more. These labels, though external, often seep into our consciousness, causing self-doubt and limiting our potential. We start questioning our abilities and worth, allowing societal narratives to overshadow our own truths. But what if we challenged these labels? What if we broke away from the expectations and stereotypes that seek to confine us? What if we chose to define ourselves rather than letting society do it for us? Imagine a world where we are not chained by the expectations of others, but instead are free to explore our passions, express our individuality, and embrace our unique identities. A world where we are not defined by labels, but by our actions, our values, and our truths. As we navigate this world of labels, let's remember that our worth is not determined by how others perceive us, but by how we perceive ourselves. Let's not allow societal judgments to limit our potential, but instead, let's use them as stepping stones towards self-discovery and self-acceptance. We're often trapped in the canvas of others' expectations, struggling to break free from the strokes of judgment. Let's strive to paint our own canvases with colors that reflect our authentic selves and create a masterpiece that is uniquely ours. It's not an easy battle, this struggle within us. The world around us paints a picture, a canvas filled with labels and expectations. We find ourselves caught in the crossfire of societal norms, wrestling with the desire to fit in, yet yearning to stand out. Picture this. You're in a room filled with mirrors, each reflecting a different version of you. One mirror shows you as society sees you, perhaps labeled by your ethnicity, your race, or even your profession. Another mirror shows you as you see yourself, stripped of all labels, just you in your purest form. Between these two reflections, a war rages on, a struggle to reconcile who you truly are with who the world expects you to be. It's like a tug of war, isn't it? On one end of the rope, we have societal norms, pulling with all their might, trying to mold us into a shape that fits their narrative. On the other end, we have our true selves, pulling back with equal might, yearning to break free from the shackles of stereotypes and expectations. This internal struggle is a daunting journey. It's a battle against the whispers of self-doubt that echo in our minds, the shadows of stereotypes that loom over us, and the chains of expectations that bind us. And yet, it's a battle that we must all fight, for it's only through this struggle that we can find our true selves, our authentic selves. But remember, we're not alone in this journey. We have allies. We have friends, we have mentors who stand by us, cheering us on, reminding us that it's okay to be different. It's okay to be ourselves. They are the beacon of hope in the chaos, guiding us towards our truth. And so we continue the fight, we continue the struggle, because we know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel, a light that illuminates our true selves, a light that guides us towards authenticity, a light that encourages us to embrace our individuality and defy societal norms. But amidst the chaos, a beacon of truth emerges. This beacon is our truth, our authentic self. The path to greatness isn't paved with easy steps, but rather with moments of self-discovery, introspection, and a deep understanding of our true selves. It's about looking in the mirror and seeing not what society expects, but what we truly are. It's about embracing our individuality, our passions, our dreams, and our potential. In this journey, we confront the stereotypes, the labels, and the boxes society tries to fit us into. We face racial disparities, ethnic discriminations, and the pressures of societal expectations. But we also find our voice, our strength, and our courage. We learn that greatness isn't about fitting into a mold, but about breaking it. It's about standing tall amidst the chaos and finding our beacon of truth. It's about redefining what success means to us, not what it means to society. It's about being brave enough to challenge the norms, to question the status quo, and to pave our own path. The journey to greatness is a journey of self-reflection, of looking inward and understanding who we are, what we want, and what we stand for. It's about acknowledging our flaws and our strengths and using them to fuel our growth. It's about not just surviving, but thriving in a world that often tries to limit us. This journey may be filled with obstacles and challenges, but it's also filled with moments of triumph, of joy, and of self-realization. It's about discovering our worth, our value, and our potential. It's about understanding that no matter where we come from, no matter our race, our ethnicity, or our background, we all have the potential for greatness. And so we continue to walk this path, this journey of self-reflection, not just for ourselves, but for those who come after us. We rewrite our narrative, not just for our own sake, but to inspire others to do the same. It's the journey of self-reflection, the path to greatness, where we rewrite our narrative. Chipo mahant, ye koma fuana sas, ye koraskona forma, forma forma fum piespor. Breaking free from the chains of judgment, we find our voice. We've all been there, haven't we? That moment when we stop allowing the world to dictate our worth, when we finally realize that we are not the label society has placed upon us. We are not the color of our skin, the language we speak, or the place we come from. We are more than that. We are individuals, each with a unique journey, each with a unique story to tell. You see, it's easy to get lost in the maze of societal expectations, to conform to the stereotypes that are often associated with our race, our ethnicity. But these are not what define us. They are mere facets of our identity, not the sum total of who we are. Our journey towards embracing our individuality is not without its challenges. There are times when the weight of these expectations feels too heavy to bear, when the voices of doubt and judgment echo louder than our own, but it's in these moments of struggle that we find our true strength. Breaking free is not an act of rebellion, it's an act of self-love. It's about acknowledging that we are enough just as we are. It's about learning to tune out the noise and listen to our own voice, the voice that tells us you are capable, you are worthy, you are enough. In this journey of self-discovery, we learn to embrace diversity, not just in others, but in ourselves as well. We learn to celebrate our differences, to see them as strengths rather than weaknesses, because it's these differences that make us unique, that make us us. And as we break free from these chains of judgment, we find our voice. A voice that echoes with the power of authenticity, a voice that resonates with the beauty of diversity, a voice that speaks our truth. This is our story, our truth, not defined by others, but by ourselves. Our truth is our power. It's what defines us. As we journey through life, we are often faced with a myriad of labels and boxes that society attempts to place us in. We're told what we should be, who we should become, and how we should act. But who gets to decide who we are? Is it the people around us, or is it ourselves? In the face of societal stereotypes and expectations, it's easy to lose sight of our true selves. We may find ourselves questioning our worth, doubting our abilities, and suppressing our passions. But remember, we are not defined by the labels and stereotypes society places on us. We are defined by our authenticity, our courage, and our resilience. Imagine a world where we're not held back by societal expectations or prejudgments, but are free to embrace our individuality. A world where we are empowered to explore our passions, express our thoughts, and stand tall in our truth. This is the world we should strive for, a world where we define ourselves. Through the internal struggles, the self-doubt, and the societal pressures, there's a beacon of truth that emerges. It's the realization that we are more than the labels and expectations placed upon us. We are unique individuals with our own dreams, passions, and strengths. We are not just a reflection of society's expectations, but a reflection of our true selves. Our journey to self-discovery is not a smooth one. It's a path filled with challenges and obstacles. But it's through these challenges that we grow, that we learn, and that we become stronger. It's in these moments of introspection and self-reflection that we begin to truly understand who we are. So stand tall, embrace your passions, and let your truth shine. Remember, your truth is your power. It's what defines you. It's what makes you, you. You are not a product of societal expectations, but a beacon of authenticity and individuality. So, who are you? You are whoever you choose to be. You are a masterpiece in progress, a narrative to be written, a story to be told. Embrace your truth. Define yourself.